Hello Epic 7 newbies, this is Suspect Amy and I'm here to do a quick video about my usual Sunday night Epic 7 arena grind and what changed after I added Sea Phantom Politis to my cleave team. I think I'm the same as most Epic 7 arena players where I don't play arena during the week, and on Sunday nights I'll burn through all of my saved up arena tickets to try to climb up the ranks a bit before weekly rewards get locked in. Today is Sunday, and I decided it's the day I'm going to give Sea Phantom Politis all of my Conqueror Lilias gear, and try her on my Waifu Only arena cleave team. I have to say, she blew me away. If you watched my Flan triple cleave video, I previously opened with Conqueror Lilias, and there were arena defense teams I needed to avoid. Zio, Ocean Breeze Leluca, Moon Bunny Dominielle, Silvertide Christie, Laya, Politis, Celine, Amid. Sadly, there were a ton of counters that Lilias just couldn't do well against. Now that I swapped Lilias for Sea Phantom Politis, I no longer need to avoid these teams. I was just blindly cleaving every team on my list one after the other, without even caring who the defense was, and I was racking up insane win streaks. I honestly think that Sea Phantom Politis just broke arena. I've seen this type of dominant cleave pop up when ML Pavel or Strazi were released, but I have a Waifu Only account, so I've never had the pleasure of just stomping everyone like this before. Let's recap my heroes really quick and dive into some showcases. The Queen Bee is definitely Politis. The stickler that may hold newer players back is that mine is very fast. This is because most arena teams now have Politis on their defense, so I want to outspeed them. However, I have been outsped by a faster Politis a few times and still easily won, so I'm not convinced you need to be this fast to win. Going first just helps end the match quickly. Also, I brought in a speed imprint hero here and there and won easily, so newer players have that option as well. The best artifact for my Politis is Unseen Observer, because it helps you gain a few more souls, which I'll cover later. Next up is Flan. Ideally, she needs to be fast enough to take the second turn after Politis. She'll defense break everyone and push them back even further. You really want Guiding Light on her for when you run into a Zio on defense. I'll cover that later too. Now your two nukers. The first is Briar Witch Iseria. She has a ton of utility, but I mainly want her because she hits like an absolute truck. Just keep her around 200 speed so she can be pushed by Flan to take turn 3. Lastly is Ida. She carries the absolutely crucial book artifact, but also can hit like a truck. The problem with cleave teams is that pushers like Flan can only give one hero the next turn, which is usually Iseria, but Ida's kit allows her to self-push to take turn 4 after Iseria. Let's rock and roll, shall we? Like I said, just going to walk through this list and not care who's on the defense team at all. See, here's a team that would give Lilias trouble. The two issues with Lilias is that she triggers Leluca into silencing my team, and she can only deal with a single enemy opener. For Politis, this is not an issue anymore since she shuts down Leluca's silence, and she pushes back everyone on the enemy team, regardless of how many openers they have. I would say 99% of the time you want to soul burn Flan here so she can defense break the team and then push Iseria right after. Now it's nuking time. This defense is tough and pretty much built specifically to stop cleaving, but you can see that after they take a couple of turns, my team can clean up pretty easily. Now let's fight against Old Fire Politis. On paper, it sounds like we'd be at a disadvantage because she's triggered by Sea Phantom Politis. However, as long as Fire Politis doesn't land a lucky Abyssal stun, she's pushed back and is unable to cut in front of my team. At this stage, it's easy cleanup. By the way, I have to say, everyone is putting Genua on their defense teams, but I don't get it. I don't have this unit since I have a Waifu Only account, and I haven't dug into his kit very much, but I hear he's dominating the meta. However, on arena defense, he's absolute trash. I have never failed to one-shot this guy, so I have no clue what all the hype is about. He just has this annoying animation that takes forever and then dies immediately after. Please do me a favor and drop this guy from your arena defense team so I don't need to sit through this animation anymore. Next is a pretty common arena team. I think I see a variation of this one pretty frequently. We'll quickly take care of this one. Nothing worth noting here. Okay, ML Chu always gives a lot of the teams I build some hell. She's very adept at killing someone from my team right off the bat, but now she's no trouble at all. I did want to note something on this fight. This is why I think Unseen Observer is so important on Politis. You'll see that I soul burn with Flan to get the extra turn after defense breaking. Normally this means by the time Ida gets her turn, all of the souls are used up. However, because of Unseen Observer, Ida has her soul burn available, allowing her to double AoE if needed. Easy peasy. Oh, I'm excited. Let's fight Zio. As everyone knows, it's impossible to outspeed Zio, he'll always go first. However, the key here is that Politis and Flan, who are my openers, are both stealthed initially, so Zio has no choice but to take out one of my nukers. This means I can still perform all of my openers, and I still have one nuker left to rain devastation on their team. Easy peasy. And there you go. I just cleaved all 5 defenses on the list without caring about what units they have at all. Now I'll cleave this second list, but I won't bore you with the same stuff. I did want to look at one matchup though. Let's look at fighting Silvertide Christie, and how well does my team work into very high ER teams. It's actually quite easy because you just soul burn with Politis, and it basically guarantees your whole team will go first. This means Flan skips the defense break and goes right to pushing. I do the exact same thing against Bunny Dominial so I can skip that showcase. Okay, let's talk about the one single team that I could not beat with my new Politis cleave. I fought in probably 50 arena battles today, and only one team would consistently defeat me every time. And that's this one right here. Actually, it's just the combination of these 3 units: Bellion, Yufine, and Angelica. With Yufine cutting your CR push and Bellion disabling your soul burn, you just can't push your nukers above the enemy team, and even if you do, Angelica cuts them when they AoE and simply disables your whole team. Add in any damage dealer after these 3 and you're pretty much toast. Anyways, that's all I have today. Thanks for watching my video. Bye everyone.